Six dimensions of governance. Let us first define what is governance. We don't have exact single definition for what is governance, but the World Governance Indicators define governance as the traditions and institutions by which authority in a country is exercised. The World Governance Indicators measure six broad definitions of governance, capturing the key elements of these definitions: voice and accountability, political stability and absence of violence or terrorism, government effectiveness, regulatory quality, rule of law, and control of corruption. So let's see it one by one. First is voice and accountability. The extent to which a country's citizens are able to participate in seeking the government, as well as freedom of expression, freedom of association, and a free media. The quality of governance is a central factor affecting development prospects in poor countries. Citizens' voice and government accountability are important dimensions of governance. Citizens' capacity to express and exercise their views effectively has the potential to influence government priorities and processes, including a stronger demand for responsiveness, transparency, and accountability. Next one is political stability and absence of violence or terrorism. The likelihood that the government will be destabilized by unconstitutional or violent means, including terrorism. Next one is government effectiveness. This indicator measures the quality of public services, the quality of the civil service, and its independence from political pressures, the quality of policy formulation and implementation, and the credibility of the government's commitment to its stated policies. Regulatory quality. This indicator measures the ability of the government to formulate and implement sound policies and regulations that permit and promote private sector development. Rule of law. A cornerstone of good governance is adherence to the rule of law, that it is the impersonal and impartial application of stable and predictable laws, statutes, rules, and regulations without the regard for social status or political considerations. And lastly is control of corruption. The extent to which public power is exercised for private gain, including both petty and grand forms of corruption, as well as capture of the state by elites and private interests. When approaching anti corruption at a country level, it is important to put in place institutional systems and incentives to prevent corruption from occurring in the first place.